everyone. Today we're going to be talking about how to create a pop-up in Power Apps. So we want to make our Power Apps more interactive and not always show information right away. All users may not need this section of the app, so we want to make it more discreet and open up upon clicking a button. Here's how you can expect the Power Apps pop-up to function. Here I have the app that we'll be building today in its completed form. I have a phone app set up connected to a gallery. This gallery is pulling data from a SharePoint list, and here we want our pop-up to create a new ticket. When we select this button, our pop-up appears on top of all of the existing IT ticket data. We can input information here, use the submit button, and then exit out of the new ticket. You'll want to start by opening Power Apps. Once I'm in Power Apps here, I'm going to use the Create button to create a new app. Now, when I create my app, there's a few different ways that we can start our app, but I'm going to go ahead and start from a blank app and create a blank Canvas app. Now, I'm going to call this app my IT ticket pop-up. And for today's video, I'm going to show you how to use the phone Canvas app. Now the pop-up is going to work exactly the same on the tablet app as it does on the phone app. Go ahead and hit create here. I'm going to start by inserting a form. Now this form is going to end up being my pop-up. And what I'm going to do is use the insert button, and I'm going to type form, and I'll go ahead and hit edit form. Now here you're going to want to choose a data source. I'm going to go and search for SharePoint, and I'll go ahead and select SharePoint. Here you'll want to select the connection that you're trying to make to SharePoint, and then you'll select the site that you're trying to make a connection with. I'm going to use this consulting catalog SharePoint and the IT ticketing list and go ahead and hit connect. Now once I hit connect here, I'm going to see my form load in, and I can drag this down to show more of my form. Now I can see here that this is a scroll bar on my form, so people can scroll down or up. And now we might be not needing all of these fields. So in the right-hand corner of my screen in the Properties window, I'm going to click Edit Fields. And I'm going to start by removing this created date field. I don't need the created date in there. I can remove this. And I'll go ahead and remove the status. I envision the internal team updating the status of this. So I'll want people to select or type in a title, a description, a category, a subcategory, priority, and impact. All right, now that I have my form added in, I'm going to go ahead and exit out of the fields. I'm going to resize this a bit here so that it doesn't take up the full width of my app, and I will resize the height. Now I'm going to drag this form so that it's in the middle here. And let's say that we want this form to appear or not appear as a pop-up from a symbol. So what I can do, insert a rectangle. And this rectangle is going to be used as the header of my app. I can extend this all the way across my app here. And then I could insert, I'm going to go down to the icons option, and I'm going to select an icon. So if I click this add icon here, I can see a plus sign come up, and I'm going to scroll this over here so that I have room for text. Now I can change the color of my icon on the properties here. I'll select this color and make this a white icon. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to start creating the context and the functionality of my pop-up. So with my icon here, I am on the onSelect property, and instead of false, I'm going to use the function update context, And the context of this, we're going to start with a curly bracket. And inside the curly bracket, I'm going to name my pop-up. So this is going to be new ticket pop-up. And I'll go ahead and use a colon and set this to true. So when this button is selected, our new ticket pop-up becomes true. Now I'm going to go over to my form here. And my form in the top left-hand corner, I'm going to go to the visible property. In the visible property, instead of true, I'm going to update this to the context that we just created, new ticket pop-up. Now you'll see that since this button wasn't selected, our new ticket form is not going to show up. If we want to test this button here, we can go ahead and hit the play, and we can hit the plus button here, and we see that there's no item to display. So that tells me that we need to update how our form is showing. I can click the X, and I'm going to select my form again. In the Properties dropdown, I'm going to go to Default Mode, and my default mode here, instead of Edit, I'm going to delete Edit, and my default mode will actually be a new item. So when we click this button, we want our form to add a new item here. Now I can click the play button and test this, and I click this, and now our pop-up is showing. I go ahead and exit out of this. Now we need a way to decrease this pop-up or to make it not visible. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the Insert tab, and I'm going to look for an icon down here to close this out. So I'm going to use the Cancel Badge, and I'm going to put this in the top right of the form, and we can go ahead and decrease the size. And I'm going to leave the color as blue, and the On Select property here, we are going to do the opposite of our plus button. So we're going to use the Update Context function, and we do curly bracket, and you can see here that that new ticket pop-up already comes up. So we're going to click this, and our context here is now false. I close the curly bracket and the parentheses. And now next we need to show here that this button also is going to show up only when the pop-up comes up. So in our properties dropdown here, we'll scroll down to visible, and we are going to set this to new ticket pop-up. Now when I click play to test this, I click on the plus button, my form shows up, and my button to close out of this shows up. Now the next thing that I might look nice is some text explaining this plus button here, and maybe some different background colors so that we know this is different than what else is on our screen. I go ahead and hit the X to get out of my preview, and I'll insert a text label. And I will insert my text label in the middle right here. And I will change this text to say, create new ticket. Once I've created a new ticket with that text here, I'm going to change the text color to white. And then you can see that my icon no longer matches up. So I'm going to select this icon, and I might move it to the left here and actually move my text over to the left of this button. So I think that looks nice here. We have our Create New Ticket button. And then lastly, I can add a background shape to this. To do this, I go ahead and insert another rectangle. And in my insert rectangle, I am going to increase the size of this so it covers my entire pop-up. And then I want this to be behind all of the forms that I created. So I can go ahead and hit the ellipses, and I can reorder this and send it to the back. Now, because I've done this, you can see that it makes the text in this form not easily readable. So I might want to change the color of this rectangle. So I can go in the drop down here and I can go to fill. And this last number here is going to be our transparency. So if I put in 0.5 here, I can see about half transparency, and I like that light color blue. I might even try something like 0.4 or 0.3 and make it a little lighter. I like this option here. Now notice that since this is semi-transparent now, if we were to add something behind this pop-up, that we would still see it through this blue. So what that looks like is I go to the insert here, and let's see what a gallery looks like. So in our gallery, let's show the open IT tickets here. So we have all of our IT tickets loading in, and I'm going to move this down, and I will have this take up the full app screen. Now you'll notice that there's no images here. We can change the layout of this gallery. And let's just go title and subtitle here. And in order to edit our title and subtitle, we need to select what those are. Our title will leave as title, and our subtitle will be our category. So we can see all of these tickets are updating here. We could even change this if we want to see here. We want to see instead the description of the ticket. We can see that. And then now we need to make sure that this is sent to the back of our app so that our pop-up comes up on top of this. So I select the ellipses here, reorder, and send to back. Now that we have everything reordered, we can see maybe that setting this rectangle to 0.3 or 30% transparency was probably not ideal. So if we change this back to 1 here, we can see now that this covers up, and we probably just need to change the color of this. So I could change this to a lighter blue here with that 100% transparency set. And then the last thing that we want to update, I'm going to go ahead and change the property here, the visible property. And I'm going to set this to new ticket pop-up. So now when we see this all together in our app, I'll go ahead and hit play. I'll exit out of the pop-up. You can see all of the existing IT tickets. If somebody wants to create a new ticket, they click the plus sign, and they have this form here. Now the very last thing I could see myself needing in this pop-up is a submit button to submit this form. So let's go ahead and exit out, and we'll make some room to add that. I'm going to select my form, and I'm going to choose, I will move this form up a bit so that we have room, and I'll also move my cancel button up a bit. And I'm going to insert a button, and I'll resize and place this button at the bottom of my pop-up. Now, since I've made this smaller, I'll probably want to update the text size. So I can go down here and I can change the font size. Let's see what 20 looks like. I think that looks good. And then we can change the text of this to submit. Now, if we want our submit button to submit this form to this list, what we can do is on the on select option, instead of false, we can say the submit form function, and then we label the form that we're submitting. So form 1. Close the parentheses. And now, since Power Apps knows that this form is connected to that list, when we submit that form, this information is automatically going to be added to our list. Now, one last thing is we need this submit button to be not visible. So we go to visible, and instead of true, we set this to our new ticket pop-up. I can test this one more time by going to preview the app. All of my fields show, my submit button shows. If I click the X, everything goes away and they just see existing tickets. Click the plus sign and our form shows up here. And that's how you create a pop-up in Power Apps.